Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day. Today, we're going to jump right into the conversation around a quality fabricator. Now, when you are looking to do countertops, custom fireplace surrounds, shower surrounds, any kind of custom granite work or stonework or quartz work, solid surface that needs a fabricator, there are some things that you're going to want to know and you're going to want to look for. Now, there are typically two kinds of fabricators. There's a production fabricator and then there's a custom fabricator. And if you are looking for an inexpensive, fast means to get a countertop, then production fabricators are definitely going to be something that you'll want to look into. A lot of your production fabricators are going to be the fabricators that work for the big box stores or larger companies that include fabrication as part of their, or countertops as part of their overall offering. The big difference typically is going to be a production fabricator is most concerned with maximizing the amount of stone that they can sell and use out of a slab. The custom fabricator is going to be more concerned with the pattern and seam match and overall look of the countertop when all is said and done. Now, obviously, you're going to pay, most often, a price difference between those two types of fabricators. But for a quality kitchen or installation, anywhere that you need to have a seam or walls matching or backsplash and countertop. So those are the first things that you're going to look for or ask about. Number one, if you decide to do your backsplash out of the same material as your countertop, you want to make sure that they're doing a pattern match up the wall. And what that means is if you're looking at a slab, they're going to cut the countertop, and then the 4 to 6 inch or whatever backsplash that you're going to do is going to be cut out of the piece right above that, so that when they roll that backsplash up, the pattern runs up the wall. It's a beautiful, everybody's seen them, they're gorgeous. Full height backsplashes, really important on full height backsplashes if you're doing a kitchen where the backsplash goes all the way up the wall to the cabinets. Beautiful, beautiful installations. Showers, where you want the pattern to match all the way around the walls and all the way from the floor to the ceiling, also very important. So you want to talk to your fabricator about that and make sure that that's something that they do, that you're both setting expectations. One of the other things that you can do with a custom fabricator is, depending on their process, most often, is you'll be able to look at the template laid out on the slab in some form, whether that's digital or physical, and say, that's the piece I want for my island, right? Like that is, I don't want the sink cut out of this corner, that's my favorite corner, or vice versa. Now, all of that will be within the limitations of layout, and you want to really kind of take into consideration the recommendations of your fabricator. If they're a quality fabricator, they are going to be able to give you the ups and downs and say, well, yeah, we can do that, but if we do that, we miss this here, or vice versa. We can't do that with your layout because the pattern is going to be broken up incorrectly. Just take those things into consideration when you're making your demands on a custom fabricator, what you want where. But most often, it's pretty doable for most anything that you want to get out of a slab for your application. The other thing is that you want slabs come matching within, depending. Quartz, pretty easy to match. Natural stone, a little bit more difficult, but they sell natural stone in what we call lots, where they've taken that big block, they've sliced it, and those 6 slabs that were sliced right next to each other, those are a lot, which means the pattern as it went through the mountain stays pretty consistent for that 6 to 8 slabs, which means the 2 slabs that are next to each other are almost as identical as you can get in natural stone. Now, the one way you can make sure that they are identical is what they call bookended or mirrored, book-matched mirrored slabs. And that's where they've taken the 2 pieces that they've sliced that are next to each other, and instead of polishing, let's say, the right side on both of them, they've polished the facing sides so that when you open it up, it looks like that. And so both sides are finished, polished, textured, whatever it is that you're doing, so that the pattern starts at the middle here and runs out. And typically in a book matched, you can do either or, right? You could do that side, well, either end, I should say. What that makes is for those fabulous people that want an island that's longer than 9 or 10 feet, you're going to end up with a seam bookended or super long, anything that's going to be longer than about 10 feet. Many slabs now can get about 11, but I wouldn't count on it. And so if you've got long runs of countertops, those book matched countertop or slabs are going to be amazing. And those are the other things that you're going to want to talk to your fabricator about. Things that the fabricator will include is they're sealing it before they install it. They're taking care of that. They're going to offer some kind of warranty. You want to ask about the undermount sink applications. How are they attaching the sink? Quality is going to do an adhesive where they adhere the sink to the underside of the stone or quartz, and then they're going to have a secondary attachment point. The ones that we like are popular are a harness that actually attaches to the cabinet underneath the sink, and so it harnesses it in. So now you've got two forms of support on your sink, and you don't have to worry about it falling out. You want to see examples of their seams. Now, pattern match in natural stone is a little bit harder, even in a quartz. It's going to be, but they should be matching the pattern to the best of their ability, where it's a little bit seamless. When you look at it across the room, they've done their best where possible to make sure that those patterns, and that's why you typically have more than one slab for a kitchen, because a second slab they can match from there. Even if it's not a bookended slab, they should still be able to hit the pattern to a point where they can get it to continue for however long they need to. The other thing is that you want a seam that you cannot physically see. Like in a tile, you can see a grout line. In a quality seamed countertop, that seam is going to be so minuscule as to be a 1/16 of an inch or smaller, where it barely, like you can barely see a line. That's what you're looking for. And so you want to make sure that you're checking that. Also, let's see, what else? Undermount sink warranties, seam warranties, you want to see what kind of warranties they carry on those. And at the end of the day, when you're looking at a kitchen application, what you really are hoping is that it looks like they dropped the floor out of the slabs. The pattern all runs in the same direction across the entire kitchen. You don't have cross grains. You certainly, if you can help it at all, although there are kitchens where you have to, but you certainly don't want cross grains at a seam. That's the really big deal. So believe those are the big ones. Again, if you have more questions about any of these things that I'm asking or want more information, please feel free to message me, put comments, ask away. I am here, and I hope that that was helpful for you today. Hope you have an amazing day.